Hi, what's going on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome back to Pixie's Waffle House with your guide, the Waffle Master. So let's talk about Pokemon Go Fest Global that happened this past weekend. Here in Halifax, we had a lot of rain, so I didn't really get a chance to do a bunch of videos like I wanted to, and I couldn't find my other phone, so that also kind of was a bummer, as I recorded everything on my phone, and I only had the one phone that I was playing the game on, so I didn't really want to miss any play and whatnot. And myself and Pixie Chick were also pretty busy trying to find a winner for our lovely trophies that we made, which a lot of people were pretty impressed with, and I think we might do stuff like that in the future. Not entirely sure of how we're going to go about doing more trophies, but it's something that we are definitely going to look into. I also want to make sure that I give credit to where credit is due. Someone I know on Discord, her name is Sherry Jade. She was the one that made the trophies and painted them and everything. She got it all nice and pretty and ready for Go Fest for me. I will have her Discord name posted down below. And another thing too, right, is Sherry Jade, you can also find her at the Funky Flea Market out in Prospect, which is at the Halifax Exhibition Center, as well as she makes other stuff other than Pokemon stuff. And if you wanted to reach out to her on Discord, just let her know that the Waffle Master sent you, and she'll probably be more than willing to talk and chat prices and stuff. So again, that's Sherry Jade on Discord, SherryJade. Alright, so without further ado, let's get to talking about our winners. On Saturday, our Shield Zamazenta trophy went to Frosty Wolfie 98. He had the shiny with the background with the stairs IVs. I cannot remember what the IVs were off the top of my head, but he is the award winner for Saturday. Congratulations, and I hope you enjoy it. That was our first ever giveaway, and then our second ever giveaway was also on Sunday with the Sword Zacian trophy, which went to Violet Fox, spelt F-A-U-X. They were very precise with their spelling, and they really enjoyed the trophy too. And also, Violet Fox had a Shundo with the background, which is very impressive. I'm so jealous of that, but congratulations. I got 2 hundos myself that day. They weren't Shundos, but 2 hundos, so I'm very impressed. My first hundo that I maxed had no background, and then like 3 or 4 raids later, I got another hundo that had the background. So now I'm a little bit miffed that I maxed out the first one, but hey, who was expecting to get a second hundo in the same day? So, all in all, I felt that the shinies could have been a little bit more pleasant, but they weren't for me. I got 16 shinies the first day. I averaged about 2 an hour, and then probably within the first hour after the event, I plussed a shiny Glameow, which is pretty cool. So I did a total of 46 Zamazenta raids, and I got 3 shinies and no hundos. So I got a few backgrounds, which is pretty cool. Pixie Chick, she got a hundo Zamazenta, which I was pretty jealous of, and I guess I got her back the next day because I got the 2 hundos. And then on Sunday, I got 17 shinies, which again was this time just slightly a little bit more than 2 an hour. And then as well, within the first hour after the event, I plussed a shiny Duskull, which was pretty cool. And I did 61 Zacian raids on Sunday. Only 1 was a shiny and 2 hundos, so that's not too bad. It was a good day, raid wise. Lots of XP, lots of Stardust, and yeah, Pixie Chick still could not get a decent Zacian. And hopefully maybe I'll trade her a couple, and maybe we'll get lucky and one of them will turn out to be a hundo for her. I will be really happy if that does. So anyways, I will be out and about this coming weekend for Eevee Day. A video will be coming out for that shortly. because I also have a deal that I made with a raid group that I'm in. I will talk about that on the EV video, and hopefully I'll see lots of trainers out catching EVs, and lots of shinies, lots of luck, and it's going to be lots of Stardust going around too, which would be even better. So anyways, that's it for now. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.